Hello to my subscribers and to my new viewers, and welcome back to the Potspoon kitchen. In today's recipe we will be making currants roll and fruit rolls that are super flaky, easy to make, high quality and super moist. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And let's begin to add our ingredients to make our pastry. To make our pastry for our fruit rolls and currant roll, in this bowl I have 343 grams of butter that I grated, and I place it in the freezer for about 1 hour. I have 1 teaspoon of vinegar, white vinegar. I have 20 grams of brown sugar, and this is going to give our pastry nice color. I have 2 cups of cold water. I have salt. And I have flour, which I will add the amounts in the description box. To the flour, I am adding the butter. Let's go ahead and add our brown sugar. And we're going to add our salt because we used unsalted butter. We're going to coat the butter and break it up in the flour. And this pastry is going to make us 2 rolls, 1 fruit roll and 1 currants roll. And this is good. You can still see the butter in there. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the cold water, and you want to use squeezing motion, but I'm going to toss it first to make sure that the flour has some nice lumps, and that's when I'm going to squeeze it together. Now I'm going to begin to squeeze this. And you're going to get a really nice flaky pastry. This should be good. I'm going to put this on my surface. I'm going to roll this in some plastic wrap and place it in my refrigerator overnight. For our filling, we have 1 1/4 cup of currants, and to this I am adding 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of dark vanilla, a really good quality dark vanilla, And I have 1 fresh nutmeg that I'm going to grate in here. So this is half of a fresh nutmeg. And to this I'm just going to mix it up. Add a half tablespoon of cinnamon. Fold it in so it can stick to the currants. And this is about ready. So we're going to go ahead now and we're going to add this to our rolled out pastry. It's now 24 hours since I've made this pastry, as it is now 6 p.m. I made this 6 p.m. yesterday. And this is nice and ready, and the gluten has rested. And I'm going to go ahead and cut half for the currants roll that I'm going to make first. And I can still see some nice chunks of butter in here. I'm going to lightly dust my surface because I don't want the pastry to begin to stick. And I'm going to try to get a nice square shape and keep that consistency throughout. As you can see, the butter is nicely distributed. Okay, this is good. And it's nice and thin, and it's not sticking to the surface. I'm going to go ahead and distribute the currants. And have went ahead and added a few more bits of currants in between there because I was lacking by a few tablespoons. And now we're going to go ahead and roll it up. You want to roll it nice and tight, and you want to squeeze as you go. And even as I roll, I'm still seeing the bits of butter, and that's exactly what you want to see. Hold this side over, and you want to start pinching, and this is going to be the side that is facing down on the sheet. I'm just going to go ahead and fold the sides in to itself. And this is ready, and we're going to go ahead now and do the fruit roll. Now that we are ready to prepare our fruit roll, for the fruit roll I have 450 grams of glazed fruits, and they are not really sweet as I've tasted them. This I am adding 1/4 cup of currants, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of white vanilla. I'm going to grate off another 1/4 of this nutmeg. Freshly grated nutmeg is best, and it smells fantastic. And to this I am adding 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And now we're going to coat everything And this has loads and loads of flavor for our fruit rolls. As the butter melts and it begins to spring, the fat is going to create a nice sauce for the inside of our fruit rolls, and these are ready. And now we're going to go ahead and add this to our fruit rolls. We are now ready to do our fruit roll, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to dust, and we're going to follow through the same procedures to make sure that it doesn't stick, and we're going to roll this out. And this should be just about ready, thin enough to do our roll. Let's dump all the fruits in here. And we're going to spread it out. And don't mind these big cherries because they're going to be sliced at the end. Remember to subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell. You can comment in the comment section, and please help me to share my video so that it could help me to build my channel and reach more people. That would be really appreciated. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll it up, same like the currants roll, very tight. Just seal it a little bit with some flour. I'm going to use an egg wash and wash the top to give it some nice color. If you don't have egg wash, you can go ahead and use some milk. The thicker the milk mixture, the better. And you can use powder milk as well. So as I told you before, the trick that I use to get a really nice texture inside, great flakiness, is that I pop these in the freezer overnight and I bake them very early in the morning at high temperature, and they get the best texture. The flakiness is absolutely there present. And that's what I like to do to get the best texture. Okay, so these are ready. I'm going to pop these in the freezer overnight. I will pop them in the freezer for 1 hour first. Once the egg wash is hard, then I will cover it over with plastic wrap and I will bake it at 370 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow morning for about 40 to 50 minutes. Our currants roll are done and they have cooled down for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and slice into them. They are very flaky. And I'm going to go ahead and cut them. I'm going to cut these on a bias. Here we have some delicious and moist currants roll. And now it's time to cut the fruit roll. Gotta be very careful because it's so flaky that I don't want all the flakes to fall off on top. Let's get a look inside. Nice, juicy and amazing. And here you have it, flaky, super moist and delicious currants roll and fruit rolls. Thank you for joining. See you on another good day for another great recipe.